Hello, I speak to you today as the representative Deputy Lieutenant for the London Borough of Harrow. Our country is currently facing a significant crisis. Many of you will be isolated at home, away from friends and families, and we understand that this is a scary time. In a recent message to her people, Her Majesty the Queen mentioned combining our efforts together for the common good. And by the very nature of you complying with the government regulations, you are doing just this. By staying at home, by staying away from your friends and family at the moment, you are making sure that the virus we are currently fighting does not spread. But we understand that this has a significant impact on you as members of the family and members of the community. Many of the things you would usually be doing you no longer can. Many of the places you will be going to, your places of worship for instance, you no longer can. And this brings its own significant strains. In the Lieutenancy of Greater London, we act particularly to draw together communities and to promote the common good. And now is a time when we need to do just this, whether it be looking out for friends and neighbours, volunteering to be helpful to the National Health Service, or even if you're a former police officer, returning to work to support the community. The Lieutenancy wants to do its very best to promote this and to allow you to take part in these community activities that will be so important at this time. In particular, none of this could happen without our frontline workers in the National Health Service and those of the emergency services, particularly the police, the fire brigade and the ambulance service. And I want to pay tribute to those brave men and women who are out there day to day in the very front line, in the face of the virus, looking after us, keeping us safe, and for those of us that are unfortunate enough to become unwell, to try to make us better. But also we must remember our colleagues in the local authority at this time. The borough still needs to be run. And I know from talking today to His Worship the Mayor of Harrow that many people are still coming in to provide those essential services. So at this time of trouble and toil, please bear in mind the magnificent work of the emergency services and the people in our local authority. Her Majesty the Queen mentioned that her and her family are ready to play their part in this national emergency. All our emergency services and all our council workers are doing just that, playing their part to get this country through its crisis. As a country, we have faced crisis many times in the past, and we know that it's by pulling together and by showing that spirit that we have as a people that we will overcome this latest significant danger. I know that my colleagues in the Lieutenancy, and me in particular as well, are very much willing to play our part as well. And we support you in all that you're doing, and we can assure you that once this crisis is over, we will be there to celebrate with you, to look forward to hopefully a trouble-free summer and maybe autumn, and do our best to rebuild the nation from where we currently stand. My thoughts and wishes and prayers are with you and your family at this difficult time, and I wish you the very, very best for the future.